Right, hello everybody. I thought I would, because I'm doing a boho journal next, I thought I would do some boho tags today. And I'm just sort of going through pieces of like mop-up papers that I've got that could be used as a, in a boho journal, basically. So, these are all mop-up papers that you can add paint to and do different things with. So that one was similar to, I've just put a napkin over the top of that one, one of those, ready to cut some tags out of. So that's all I've done there. And these are all mop-up papers, and I just splatter paint around when I've got some paint out. That's like the reverse side of a stencil if I was stenciling. This is how I build up pages. And I work with them. This isn't how they stay, is as I just put layer on layer and then see what happens. And that was a bit of, washi tape and different things and papers that I just stuck down. This is medium, well, it's not, it's mixed media paper I use, those sort of things. This is like a thicker watercolour, but again, I'm just messing around one day. But that, again, lacks colour and everything, so but we could change it, most definitely. We've got a bit of background going on there. We've got one here. It's ones that really haven't worked. And then these are like, oh, this was watercolour, messing around with watercolour, and then a bit of, I think it went a bit wrong. Another one there. Just playing around. And that was just sticking loads of bits of paper I left out, and then gessoed it. And so again, I wouldn't keep it as like this, but it's great for a background. Yeah. Another one here that I started drawing and I didn't like it, so I just gessoed over it, and then I thought, well, we can do something else with that. That's fine. That's another of the watercolour ones. That's just Tim Holtz tissue paper put over the top of that one. Another one there. It's crazy. A lot of these are crazy, but you can do the stuff with them. This is where I like to play. And these ones are just watercolours that I've done with the inks. These are distress inks, and I've just used these to mop up different colours that I've used, maybe. There we go. So, I thought, then I've got this that I'm going to use in my boho journal, and that has given me the inspiration for the colours to use. And I've got these Dilutions paints. I've just taken the polythene off because I haven't used them. I bought them in September, still haven't used them. So I thought I'd give these a go. So that's sort of, I'm picking out the colours. This one is not in here, but I do like that colour, so that's my favourite colour, so it's got to be used. Pink there, and then your purples, lilac, and orange. I haven't got the blue. I have got the blue, but I'm not going to use it. So that's just too many colours, I think. I'm going to try and sort of limit to about 3. And then I've got some metallic gold. This is from Aldi, I think, this one. So there's a bit of gold there and some bronze. Okay, this is just anything that I've had this year. So this one I picked up last year from Aldi, I think. Yeah, so that's what I got there. So we shall have a play. So I'll do the plain ones first. Okay, and then later on I'll do another video on doing some boho tags out of these. Okay, so right, oh, it's cold in here today, you have to excuse me. As you know, I'm still getting over a cold, so I just keep sipping at my coffee, stop me coughing. But I'm here, I'm back. So what I'm going to do is, shall I put it on with a sponge? I might actually. No, what I'm going to do is just cover the paint over. Like I say, I have never used these before. So I think, as far as I know, they're quite pigmented and you don't need a lot of it. But that's the only thing I know about them. I haven't cut that one off yet. I hope you're all well. Yeah, I've got my husband's had it as well now, and now my daughter has gone down with it, and she's due back to go to school tomorrow. So she was found her asleep in the sitting room this morning because she said, "I couldn't sleep and I couldn't breathe." Oh, and she's, yeah, not good. Never mind. We all will get better eventually. Right, what am I going to start with? Actually, I'm going to start with a bit of this, I think. So if I can get in. There we go. I'm just going to do that. Very inventive, see? Not too wet a brush. Oh, it's got good coverage. And this bit here that I'm, we'll have all these bits of paint on. Again, this is just, backing piece off some watercolour paper. It can be incorporated as well and used. Okay, I want a bit of purple. Oh, how lovely is that? I'm dying to use them. Yeah, certainly nice paints. So I'm just blending the edges out there. There's a little bit dried there already. Oh, I've got to use a bit of this. That is a must. I go so quiet when I paint. I do find it very therapeutic, I must say. Certainly nice colours. I'm trying to dry my brush off a bit because I don't want it. I want it sort of dry brushed on. Okay. So what I'm going to do is go over with a bit of bronze as well when I've finished. Try and find my black embossing powder too, because I think I'll stamp something in black on top. Yes, first impression of those, love them. And I did get them when they were all reduced at the show, so because I've always wanted them, and they aren't cheap, but when I did save up to go to the show, so I thought, no, I'm going to treat myself because that's what I want. Okay, I'm going to have a little bit more gold now. Not gold, bronze, this one. Take it from there. Again, dry off your brush a bit. And the great thing is if you don't like what's going on, cover it up. Don't ever worry about it. At the end of the day, it's just a piece of paper or a piece of card, and you can always cover it up. Yeah, I want a bit more purple on that one and that one. I'm going to add a bit of purple. That purple's gorgeous. There's only so many colours you can get on, I think. But this, oh, it's gorgeous. Just want a bit more purple in there. There we go. Well, I think I will put a bit of orange on now. That's really wacky, isn't it? Yeah, let's get a bit of orange. I think it'll go nice with the bits of bronze that are in there. Oh, what an orange. You see, I'm just rubbing it in with my finger because I don't want a lot, and I don't want no lines. I just want it to blend in with what's already there. So that's fine. Just a bit down here. It might have got to a stage where you need to let them dry now, because I notice you've got to be careful the colours don't go muddy. Once it's dry, it seems to be okay because it'll layer on top again. Yeah, so the orange isn't really showing on there. That's okay. We'll leave that dry, I think. Okay, I haven't got really any. I have got stencils, so you could stencil on these. Okay, you could use a bit of black acrylic paint with some modelling paste and do it in black. But I am going to stamp with a Versamark and use black embossing powder because I've had this year, so I'm going to give it a go. I haven't used it for years, so it needs to be used up. I did have to buy a new pad though. Versamark, mine was all dried up, so do one at a time. So let's have a look. I think like that. That's gonna, not the whole thing. Okay. That's good. I'm just gonna empty that away. Well, not away, back into the pot. There we go. See, that's missed a little bit there, but again, you know, it's fine. Because the time we put fabric and things over the top or whatever we're going to do with it, you know, it's just to give a little bit of contrast there. Right, so I'll do the other two. Okay, right, so I've done that, and I'm going to just add a bit more at the top there. Like so. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Do you see what I mean? So it sort of balances a little bit more. I don't like it finishing just in that place. And again, I'm going to do a little bit here. Sort of. I think there'd be enough on there. A wipe. I think that's got a nice bit of embossing powder on there. Never mind. There we go. Got some nice contrast now going on in there. Right, well, I sort of left the tags overnight because I'd sort of finished what I was doing that day, and I sort of, when I came back, I felt as though that I needed a bit more pink because I was looking at my boho beads that I made recently, which are lovely. I just felt as though I could do with a bit more pink, so I have no idea which ones I use, but they've turned out really nicely. So I've got loads of different ones that I made. There. That's another nice one there, look. Some fuzzy bits of yarn on. Right, so when I had a look at those, and I thought, oh yes, I definitely need some pink on here because it's very purpley. Stencils I've picked out are, because I haven't got many sort of boho ones really. I quite like these. I think they would lend themselves to boho. And those, definitely going to use that to cut out on some paper, which I'll show you to do. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. I've got an idea for that. So I thought I'd use those. Oh, I'll just let you know which one that is. That's Studio Light Mixed Media Stencils. That's the range that they do. Okay, and I have that one and I have that one. Okay, sorry, you might hear my printer in the background. I'm just doing a bit of printing. It's a bit noisy actually, I forgot about that. I'd set it to print and totally forgot. I was looking at a video. Let's have a look. I quite like those actually. Yeah, so I'm going to use some pink. And let's have a look. Let's get some. I don't want it all on there, I just want a bit. So like that, yeah, perfect. And a bit more here, I think. I feel like my cold is definitely better today anyway, so that's good. At long last. Yeah, definitely needed the pink, didn't it? Yeah, I like that. Okay. It sounds like they're doing building work the other side of me now. I can't win. Oh dear. Never mind. Yeah, just a bit. That one. So nice. Yeah, let's brighten them up. No end. All right, let's have a look. Yeah, lovely. Okay, so dry those off. And then I'll show you what to do with bits of paper because I want some flowers. And I'm not drawing them. Okay, so I've taken one of the papers that I've done earlier. Okay, just had a practice run there to make sure it looks okay. Okay, and then I'm going to cut around there. So I'm just going to do a couple more. Yeah, look quite nice, I think. Let's have a look. Let's do that one there. Just need a bit more black. I'm using it's Mars black, that one. Sorry, a bit quick there. There we go. And then what we do is just cut them out. We've got a pair of scissors and that. They're a bit stiff. Be a bit careful because they're not dry yet. Okay. Yeah, that's going to go nicely. You don't need to use all of it, might only use half. Alright, so I'll carry on and cut the rest of those out. And then I shall be back to you. Right, if you feel that these flowers are, you know, where the black is a little bit too dark or anything like that, then you can always add things to it. I'll just show you. I use one of these Signo pens, pigment ink. Okay, they're $1.99. I think they're one of the best I've found. So I use these in my art journal because they're it's really nice ink. Let's get it going a minute. And you can maybe outline in white. Just get it going. Like so. If you just found that they're a bit dark or anything like that, then a few dots in there. Nice gem in the middle. So, okay, that's the difference. Alright, and nice, like I say, something sparkly in the middle. I mean, I've got fabric as well I'm going to use with these tags, but I did want something else. And then what you can do, you know, once it's finished and everything, you can add a little bit of white to say here, you know, whatever's showing. I wouldn't worry until you know what's showing, and then finish it off and just do a couple of marks, you know, even if it's a little round dot in the middle there or something, you know, or go, you can go around like so. I'll just show you what I mean. I'm getting carried away now. And that helps you draw a flower. Like that. Okay, and the same up here. Like that. that's what I mean. And then maybe when we're finished, you know, do a bit here and there as well to bring that white into that side. Okay, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do the design yet, so we'll finish that off in a minute. Right, I found this little trim here, which I thought was quite nice. Where did I get that from? Oh, that was the Works. Okay, for £1, and because they lie nice and flat, and there's all different colours on there, so I thought that was very bohemian. Of course, I've smudged smudged the white off the flower, so I'll redo that in a minute once I've done it. I was too I put it on top of something and smudged it anyway. So I'm going to incorporate this. I thought I would put this sort of hanging off the edge a bit because I really love that, and I only wanted to use half of it because I'm stingy like that. So I get it so it looks like it's just coming out of there, like so, and then that will slip under here like that. And then I've got this bit of trim which I love. I can't remember I bought that though. Saw it in an haberdashery shop one day, and I thought, oh, I'll just get half a metre because it was really expensive. So I'll just use that bit there, like so. And then, oh, and a bit of lace, most probably popping out of the top here, I think. That, yeah. And then I'll do some more dots on this side of the white to bring that white in. I think that's how I'm doing that one. So that's very colourful, and then loads of fluff coming out of the top. I think that will work, actually. I was going to stitch around. Actually, I might stitch around first. So you don't need to, but I do like to stitch my tags. So I'm going to stitch all mine first. All right, and then I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so stitched all around those. And let's get sticking. Or gluing, as you might say. Blob there while that's hanging out. Too much of a blob really, but go. Let's find some trim for the top. And that's number 1 done. Okay, I've just put an eyelet in there because I just felt as though, you know, it's a lovely tag and that'll just give it a finish. And I've got some of this sari silk stuff that I buy it off eBay, and it's like scrag ends, and it's absolutely brilliant for anything like that, boho. And that's what I've done my beads with, my boho beads, which I love. So I got a little bit of net in here as well, just to give a different texture. So let's go up that end and then thread that through there. That should be enough, I think. Make them look a bit better on the ends. There we go. A bit stiff yet, so it needs to. Alright, so that's number one. Okay, I really like those. Nice. Just gonna, I think I've smudged me white again. But never mind. Once it's dry, it's fine. Still not stuck there. There we go. Now I'm going to leave it alone to dry now and it'll be fine. Okay. All done. Alright. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. And maybe, you know, you could cover the back if you wanted to. So that's number one. Let's put that out the way to dry. Right, let's get on with the other two. Right. Oh, I thought that I'm cutting that one in half, I think. Just want half a flower on there. And I quite like this. So I think that I'm going to put that over the top. So I'm going to glue this down first. Oh, no, actually, I need to glue that one down first. Okay. Fabric, where are you? You're hiding. Oh, actually, I'm going to go and fill this up. So. Okay, and just run a bead of glue along here. And let's stick this down. Should have put that there, I think. Look. Yeah, I like that there. I'm going to lift that up and put that there. Just feel nice and bright. And then, you know, when we add a bit of white there, but I'm not going to do that till last thing. All right, I do love this. Get 3 in. Actually, yep, it's going under there. Okay, I'm going to lift this up now. I'll get there in a minute. I guess it's not quite stuck down anyway, so that's fine. I do like that there. And I need to get 3 in, so... Okay. Yeah, I like those on there. Got glue on anyway. A bit of glue on that one. Shove that one in there, I think. That's what I'll do the other one while I'm here. Come on. Needs to stick down. There. Okay, and I'm going to wait for that to dry to put the fibres in the top, okay? But that's number 2. I'm on the final one, and all I've done here is I've got some of that trim I bought at the show. So I just used a little piece of that. I've used a couple of these beads off of here, and just sort of just ran, you know, around the sewing machine. I've got one of those vintage sewing machines that tends to go through everything, you know. So I just stitched a few of them on, a bit of that stuff that I had there, and some net, and I just trimmed the net down a bit, so you can see. All right, just stitch that on as well. And I thought I'd use a flower behind here. Sort of, I'd like that to come out a little bit, I think. Like that. So you can just see it, and a little bit of that underneath. I haven't got another, I wish I had more of something like that, but I haven't, so I can't, I think that might have been gifted me recently. I can't remember who, sorry. But I did thank her at the time. Yeah, so something like that. Okay, so we've got a bit going on here, and then we're going to have something going on there. I haven't got nothing at the bottom of this one, but that is how I'm going to do that. Right, where this is missed here, this actually does really annoy me. So what I'm going to do, which I've done with the other one, is I will fill in with a black pen. Some people are alright with it, but to be honest, I'm not. I think that's my card making days. It just draws my eye away from that. I mean, most probably else wouldn't even notice, but, and I actually like that to continue off. Like that. And the same as this one here. It's funny our little quirks, isn't it, that we all have, that we like to do. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Right, let's do the white. Or was we going to put some of these on? I meant to have done that first, actually. Nice bit yellow. Yeah, I think we will. I think we'll put 3 on there. And we want 1 underneath. Just gonna... Nearly forgot that, you see. And where are you gone? Usually it's stuck to my jumper. Well, it's gone. Typical. I expect you saw where it went. Oh, there we go. Okay, right, out with the white pen now. So we need to There we go. I haven't got any gems, excuse me, because I get dry throat and I start coughing, but okay. I finished a video, yay. Well, I just got to do the fluff at the top, but it'll be similar to what I've done there anyway. Okay, here's the 3 tags. Let's make sure I'm in frame. I've got the cover. This is, you see, that's my cover. And all that is cushion cover that I picked up ages ago. I think I've done a haul video on it. So, and it was, you know, in its early stages. I wanted it with a bit of a spine because I wanted 3 signatures in it. But it's still a little bit flexible. Okay, so I've just put a little bit of, you know, extra card, just 1 piece of extra card in the middle there. Okay, and then the inside is going to be fabric anyway. All right, but I will show you how I done that. This is a bit of an experiment, so I didn't want to show you until I'd sort of done it. But I've got another cushion cover, a different colour, but I thought I could make another cover anyway for another journal. So I'll do it that way. And this is where the inspiration comes for the colours. So, okay. Oh, we shall get on with that tomorrow and do some of the pages and things. Okay, well, nice to see you, or see you. Nice to talk to you, and I shall be back tomorrow. Bye for now. Bye-bye.